Chief Executive Officer and founder of the online platform for freelancers Collins. Michael Brooks has talked about how his company uses XRP to pay freelancers quickly all over the world. By the way, what are Ripple payments, and why are they new? Although we will still be using XRP, we will also look into why the SEC and Grayscale keep talking about putting together a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Finally, is it strange that an application for a spot XRP exchange-traded fund has not yet been sent in since the coin has become more legal? Read all the way to the end to find out more. Right now, watch this new video. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest news in XRP and the cryptocurrency business as a whole. If you are watching one of our movies for the first time, we would like to say a special hello so you don't miss another movie. Please press the bell that lets you know something is happening. We are letting you know that 200 XRP will be given away on this station just like this video. To be able to take part, you must subscribe to the channel and leave a message with the hashtag XRP. On November 15, the winner will be named. In a special chat with Ripple, Brooks talked about how Galinsky used XRP in a creative way to make it easier for the company's payment system, RippleNet, to pay independent contractors working on its platform. What Brooks first said was that Galantis is a tool for independent contractors only, and its job is to solve the problems that independent contractors face abroad. His attention was on how committed the company was to making global technology and processes that make it easier to pay independent contractors. In the interview, Brooks talked about Galantis' strategic relationship with RippleNet. He said that the freelance platform focuses on poor areas where getting paid is hardest. Galantis CTO says that their approach let them get into countries that had a lot of room to grow but had a lot of problems with payments. It's worth mentioning that Galantis uses RippleNet to deal with a big issue, payment handling delays. Brooks used the story of a worker in the Philippines who makes $50 a week to show how working together can be helpful. The CEO of Galantis made it clear that person could not afford to wait 3 days to get paid for work. Besides that, he said that transaction fees for normal payment methods could take up to 10% of those profits. Would you give the bank that sends you the money just 5 to 10% of your salary? Ad hominem? Brooks wanted to know. By using the XRP ledger along with RippleNet, however, Galantis skips the usual bank delays and transaction fees. Brooks says that payments sent through Ripple can quickly change from fiat to XRP and back to the currency of the recipient. He said that being efficient is especially helpful since banks are closed on weekends. To put it another way, freelancers can quickly get their money to pay for things like food. Brooks said it best when he said, "It's the future to work with money that doesn't sleep and doesn't close the door when the banks do." This shows how useful XRP and RippleNet are. Galantis has been a partner of Ripple since 2020, which is something to keep in mind. So, will other freelancing sites accept XRP as payment? Would you use it as payment yourself? Please don't forget to click the bell and subscribe to our station. At the Ripple Swell conference, one of the main things people talked about was how to be the first to know about any new Ripple payments developments. EXP. At the conference called Ripple Swell Walk, payments over Ripple were a big part of the talk. First, Ripple's gave an outline of the new project. The statement says that a new feature called Ripple Payments has been added to the XRP ledger to give users more options for global liquidity. Two of the goals are to make it easier to get into new areas and improve how well the product works. Walk also talked about the speech that Monica Long, president of Ripple Payments, gave at the Swell meeting. In the same way, Long called it a unified onboarding process. A Ripple Insight piece also talked about how customers can access more than 70 marketplaces and have their payouts covered by more than 100% of the global market with just one onboarding. Ripple's global payment method makes this possible. To keep in mind, on-demand liquidity, ODL, has been changed to a Ripple payment. As a result, Walk noticed that while the function is still there, Ripple's marketing is using the word ODL less and less. The new version of the story says that Ripple Payments can use crypto, but it's hard to use the technology to make many payment channels between Africa and the rest of the world. the service says it will always give customers the cash they need. Kwon replied that there is some doubt about whether it is original or not. Kwon also said that Rocket Fuel, a company that helps businesses handle both fiat and cryptocurrency purchases, is the first known user of Ripple payments. Ripple's large payout network is used by Fuel to meet the needs of customers who want to pay with more than one coin. He went on to say that the method fits with Ripple's long-term goal of making it easy to transfer value. The XRP influencer hoped that more accurate information about Ripple transfers would become available after the Ripple grew. One question that was answered was how Ripple payments is different from what Ripple has already offered. The XRP Army also wants to know more about how XRP will be used and why Rocket Fuel is the first client. They are also interested in what tokenization is for and where liquidity hubs fit in the system. In the end, Kwon said again that Ripple is committed to keeping its focus on payments and using XRP in them through the new Ripple payments service. He also said that XRP is used, in case that wasn't clear. Also, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, replied to rumors that the SEC and cryptocurrency asset manager Grayscale had talked about making an exchange-traded fund for spot Bitcoin. Ripple has reacted to rumors that the SEC and cryptocurrency asset management firm Grayscale had talked about a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. We already talked about how Grayscale's plan to create a spot Bitcoin ETF has caused the SEC to start talking with the company. Remember that the securities regulator said no to Grayscale's plan to turn its Bitcoin trust into a spot Bitcoin ETF. Because of the harsh decision, Grayscale chose to sue the regulator. In an important ruling made in August, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit ruled in favor of Grayscale. The court told the SEC to look into the decision that meant Grayscale's plan to start a Bitcoin fund that would trade instantly was turned down. The SEC and Grayscale are now talking because the choice has been made. Because of the news, the top asset manager in the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, Trading, and Markets are talking about the change right now. According to Garlinghouse, SEC Chair Gary Gensler was to blame because the commission wasn't starting talks with Grayscale right away to turn Bitcoin into an ETF. Because of how Gensler tried to regulate cryptocurrencies, Garlinghouse said he was a political risk. He made it clear that foreign financial officials deal with the cryptocurrency industry in a proactive and helpful way. The US SEC, on the other hand, has been criticized for regulating the industry through enforcement. It's important to remember that leaders at Ripple before Garlinghouse called Gensler a political liability. This year, Stuart Alderety, general counsel at Ripple, said that Gensler's bad compliance makes him a political liability. There are actions taken against businesses that deal in cryptocurrency. It's important to know that the SEC and Ripple have been working together since December 2020.